I've been meaning to say something about this movie for a long time now. But the problem is that I never like to review recently released movies. Because I believe that is done too much here on YouTube. So I wanted to wait until the movie was out on DVD and the hype was over. So the movie's finally on DVD, the hype is over, and everyone is going back to their normal lives. Or at least for the people who have already seen the film. So, what did I think about Cloverfield? Well, some people thought it was great. Some people thought it sucked. A lot of people thought it was okay. I'm one of those people who thought Cloverfield was great. The idea was interesting. It's something that hasn't been done before or at all, and it was executed in a way. The casting was alright. And I wouldn't say great, but it was alright. I didn't really recognize anybody. Except for the person who played Rob's brother. He was in the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The idea was cool. And again, was pulled off well. And it hasn't been something that's been done before. Overall, I thought Cloverfield was a great movie. But that's what I think. I'm here today to address some of the sort of problems that people have with this film. Now, what I'm about to say might give you, not exactly spoil the ending of the film, but will give you a certain idea of it, of what will happen. So, if you're one of those people who have not seen Cloverfield yet, I recommend you turn this off right now and go watch James Rump's review on Cloverfield. I was told that what pissed people off was that technically Cloverfield did not have an ending. Well, they are kind of right about that. See, if you're going to do a film like this, it's either go in two ways. If they're going to do the videotape way, it's going to obviously go in two ways. The first way is that it's being recorded right there. We're going to just picked up a camera and start recording everything. Like in the Blair Witch Project. Or you're going to go in the second way, which will be someone has already found the tape, possibly the U.S. government, because of course, the idea of Cloverfield, and have decided to look into it. When I saw that this movie used the second version of the videotape thing, I kind of summed up what the ending would be. Now, how it would have ended was that the tape either runs out of battery or it just shuts off completely, because that's all what the people need to know. Now, don't worry, it explains, it gives you what you need to know, what happens. It shows you the action, all that, and then it would cut away, leaving the rest of the movie to your imagination. But this doesn't mean that it's like ruins the entire thing. You do get a decent enough of action and adventure to satisfy you. Another thing that of course pissed people off was the shaky camera. Now, I would like to point this out for Mr. Black. He had a point. It's a nice idea, but sometimes you need to know how to handle it. Like for the Blair Witch Project, it was real, but if you're going to do it for a movie like Cloverfield, you know it's obviously not going to be real. And yeah, it does give you motion sickness sometimes. And you just wish that HUD would keep the camera still. But then you have to remember the idea that, would you be keeping the camera still if a giant monster was attacking the city? Yeah. But another thing, one thing that I'd like to point out, which I think is the most important thing that pissed off people about Cloverfield, was that it didn't explain anything. At first, when I saw this film, I noticed that too, that Cloverfield did not explain much of why this was happening. Why is a monster attacking the city? Why do those things when they bite you, you're freaking explode? Whatever. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed at first, but then I thought about it. the director obviously did this on purpose. He thought of course, if you look at the DVD commentary now, he'll tell you his idea of the feature. But before that, when you watch this in the theater, you're basically supposed to think of what happened. Where did this thing come from? I mean, you have to remember who the characters of this film are. They're just people who are having a party, they're in for a friend who was leaving, when all of a sudden, this monster attacks Manhattan. And also, if you ask a U.S. soldier saying, "What is that thing?" and the soldier goes, "Well, whatever it is, it's winning," it's kind of obvious that the government obviously does not know what the hell the thing is either. Now, with Cloverfield, this is like what James telling them to print out. This is, I'm not going to say you will like it. I'm not going to say you will hate it. I'm going to say that this is the one-shot thing. Like what James pointed out. You're either going to like it, hate it, or thought it was okay. When I saw it, I thought it was great. My friends thought it sucked. And other people thought it was okay. So yeah, this is a one-shot deal. You either like it or you hate it. So for people who haven't seen this movie, go and check it out and see what you think about it. Just watch the entire thing, get the idea, get what you need, and just decide, do you either think this movie's great, do you think it sucks, or you think it is okay. And I really do think that it'll be a while before a lot of people forget about Cloverfield. But thank you for watching this review. I'll see you next time. See ya.
To be the best, but it's just too, I don't know, it's too heavenly here. It's too peaceful.
Wait, that's not right.
But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying.
Neither's that. Or that. Damn it, I can't find the music to this movie.